They're set up down here. Tons of water. Lots of water. Little portable generator. I guess they trust people because that's a nice Honda. And they got sheep, and this year, goats and sheep out here. Pretty cool. Right in there. I don't know that for sure, but that's where they would be if they were down here. And then they got the goats down lower. I think it's the same guy that does it for all of them. That is weird. Is that a goat on its hind legs? Was it? Yeah, it was. Look how fat he is. He's a big goat, that one, standing up. Look at them all freaking out. They're going down the hills. Look, he's gonna fall. I bet you some fall. Oh yeah, look at him. Isn't that so cool? I like goats. They're pretty dumb, from what I can tell. And you know me, I stick up for animals, but goats are just like, look at them all. It's so cool. It's okay, buddy. They look like little Satan worshippers. That's what they look like. Those little horns. I don't think so. They're too stupid to do anything except just walk on the sides of mountains and fall off. You even see them on the mountains. I know you guys have seen those. Like, look at them. It's amazing. I don't know why they insist on doing that. They love to be like right there. They're all. You can't hear, but they're all making noise. Hear 'em? I always wondered what hotel. I call this the hotel. It's a hotel for something. I just haven't figured out what. Every one of these things is lived in. Probably birds. Or some Sam Squanches. Like, why does he could just walk up. He actually wants to go down, this little one. Where is he? What are you doing, silly? Look, there's one of the leaders. You can tell it's a big black goat. He's one of the leaders right there. They're all following him right there. Oh yeah, he's a male. There it is. See, and then they're all behind him. All the babies and stuff. You know the babies take headers down these hills. See them all in the bushes? Look, that's where the good stuff is. It's the stuff the deer don't get to. These guys can get all the stuff the deer don't get. Goats, that's so cool to watch them jump, and I saw the little babies. Very cool. Great day for being, I consider myself injured right now, like big time. And I think I did good today, you guys. I think I did good. Going back to the dark Wallow. Hold on, what made me excited today? I gotta remember, I got zapped. Oh, no, going back to the campsite. The dark Wallow was cool, but the campsite, seeing what I see now. They might have done some stuff since then, but still, like, versus not knowing anything back then. Hey, buddy, look at you. You're not scared of people. You're not afraid of people. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? He's so cool, man. He's just chilling. All the other ones are running and jumping off the cliff because I came by. He's just chilling here. I wonder if he's not more of one of the pet ones. Should have filmed it. I had all the dogs on me. These guys are so trained, they won't take treats, nothing. There's all the sheep. Like, there's another dog right there. All those dogs do is protect those sheep. And they're always on alert. They don't mess around. There's another one there. I had 4 of them around me. It was so cool. Ah, yourself. They're all going, ah. And they just did this year. I wanted to show you what they did. Have I ever showed you guys how cool this is? Look, this is the one river I've filmed this miles above, actually. 2 miles up. Maybe a mile. Here's the corner of Bigfoot Universe at the bottom. Even here, notice how amazing it is. I've been tempted to go up in this one corner today, but I'll tell you, my neck, you guys, it's really hurting. I think it's from carrying this big pack. I got to figure out some new system. I'm going to have to carry around my waist probably, like my gear. I can't carry weight on my shoulders. It's tormenting my neck. So this water, which I might have to access, see why this water, even with possible rigor mortis, is okay, because it just gets so filtered. But I want to show you what the most amazing thing. So here's the only river that has any association with, I should say stream, with anything to do with Bigfoot Universe, and super filtered. But here's the best part about it, okay? It wouldn't be Bigfoot Universe without it. I think I did show this once. Sick as X. It's like a trident too. Giant trident X right over the water. Not an accident. Corner Bigfoot Universe. Really cool. You know what I should do? Go check the dark wallow. I can get to that real quick. Let's do that. And then we'll see what happens from here. I'm out for I'm doing like 8, 9 hours out here today. I'm sure I'll get an hour video for you with that. Because I'm not really trying to film anything today. Like, I was showing you a couple things, but it's more I'm just trying to get them to do something to me, because I'm real early here. The masses aren't here yet. They're probably down lower somewhere. I don't know how that works. I can't figure it out to save my life. You want to see the most unique spot ever? Look, I haven't filmed it in some time, a couple of years at least. I've put the clip in a bunch of times, like when I'm making like winter videos or something, but I got to repeat some of that stuff because new people ask me to. They're like, Mark, I can't go through all your videos. Is there any way you can make one to catch me up? And those, so that's the idea behind some of the, what do they call those? Oh, look, this looks like Scotland. When they put everything together. Check this out. This is what leads to the dark wallow. Wow, this corner is active. Is crazy. It's really active. That didn't make sense, but this corner is active. The dark wallow is right there in those trees. You'd never know it. I don't know how I found it. I don't seem to have the guidance like I used to. They let me, they're like, okay, you know enough now, we're not helping you. I don't know. It's so squanchy. This is the way far corner of Bigfoot Universe. I see you. I don't know if I do or not. There's that angle, there's no way. I snuck way in on my phone. Man, should I go in there? Like, I'm seeing they're really starting to populate back here. I did a video back in here 3 years ago. There was nothing. Wow, look at that tree. It's just completely gone. It's not even, I don't even see the other part of it. It's not even there. Is there more? I mean, what's going on back here? You know, without so I don't bore you to death, let's go to the dark wallow, because that's not far from here. This is pretty cool. It's all that big scale stuff. You know, look, you see the difference between what it looks like at the totem pole area in Bigfoot universe? I'm at least 2 miles, 2.5 miles from that, but it's all the same world. It's all the same place. And if I could show it to you the way I know it, you'd understand. Look, you see how disturbed it is? This has never been here before. Also, the early morning stuff's got to stop. I'm going to start staying out. It works out. The early morning works out because then sometimes I can get back and I can start working. Because I go out at 7 in the morning sometimes, 8, 9, something like that. Get home, spend 8 or 9 hours, get home at 5 or 6, and work on a video till 3 o'clock in the morning. I mean, I literally work from 7 in the morning till 3 in the morning. Sometimes, some days. Like, it's crazy. And still don't finish that. Watch this. All right, this is where things get special. Well, you know what? I'll leave it go. Birds coming in. This is good. It's so squatchy. There is no other word for it. And then all of a sudden you come to the dark wallow. Explain this to me. Especially if they've been keeping current with it. Here's a hidden spot that's, in my opinion, is one dude. Right? What the hell is it? And it looks like it's that, but it's not. So they use all these. There's a seat right in there. I don't see a seat there, but it looks really funky. And then all of a sudden, you come to the trident dark wallow. Where's all the tridents there? Where's any X's? Nothing. You just walk right by. Watch this. I'm so excited to go back in here. I would just walk by right now. You'd never know it in a million years. Look at that. That the entire place is set up. Look at the structure. Never been there before. This has never been there before. What the hell was that? There's a tree making noise inside there. It sounded like a cow at first. I'm like, "Rrr. Hey buddy, how are you?" Watch this. It's got to be active because of this. Can't figure it out. This is part of Bigfoot universe. It's like it's like a giant universe all wrapped up in 10 feet. Let me show you why. We're talking totem pole, tridents, X's. Oh, they really blocked it. Watch this, you guys. The dark wallow. Oh yeah. Wait till you see this. Okay, this is new too. See right here? This right here. I think. I don't know. You have to Google the dark wallow. Watch. How in the world do you get a place like this? And then you got one of the music makers. It's just making noise up there. Look at the leaner. So you got everything. Okay, watch this. Leaner, right? Trident. Sorry. Every time I point the camera up, it rests back on my finger. It turns it off. There's this teepee structure. There's an X. Okay. Leaner going out. You cannot see this. How I found this, I'll never, ever, 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 ever understand. Okay. Look at the X in the backside. I don't know if this guy's big or not. These guys might not be. See the X, because it looks like they go through there. And there ain't no 8, 9 foot guy walking through there, as far as I'm concerned. X. Okay. And not only is it an X, but it goes up and does a loop to the right on what? A leaning totem pole. What we call a totem pole, okay? That's good enough. Actually, it's 2 tridents. You got that trident? So we got trident, we got leaners, and we have X's, and we have totem poles. You see the totem pole? Look. You can see the darkness of it? That's what they love. They love where it's been burnt. And he's been in here. It's right here. It sits right here. Look how soft that is. You see my foot go down? Watch this. You see? Yeah, I need new shoes. These are Columbians. These are amazing. waterproof, like for the money, and then how waterproof they are and how light they are. One thing you don't want to do if you're going to do what I do is buy heavy boots. Don't go buy some $300 pair of military boots thinking you're cool, because you're going to be miserable once you're 7 miles into it. There's nothing worse than carting around. Look at that. Where are you guys at? You're probably right in there. They're probably in all that stuff right there. Look at the trident. You can see it through here. You guys, come on. That's one of the coolest spots ever found. That's my opinion. I have a lot of, I'd say that a lot, but it's true. I could have 1,000 spots that are the coolest ever found. Look at that. And then I remember these had blatant, 3 years ago, at least. At least haven't changed a bit in 3 years, and it's still alive. And they had mountain lion claws on them, or bear, or Bigfoot. See, they used to be much more defined. I mean, something with a real claw. I remember, even thinking maybe a bear or something was pushing on, when I realized, I was like, no, because, I mean, a couple of years later, I'm like, no, I know exactly what that's where we want to go with there. I like doing preliminaries on the outside. You never know what might happen. It's, being in there in the best places, it's just good. Look, and then what's next to it all? That's it. You know how you know they did that? Because of the dark wallow and because of that, which I've never seen before. I've walked by that trident every single time. I've only been right here about 4 or 5 times. Right here in 4 years. That might even be high. Maybe it's 3 times. I think I ran in here I'm not counting the times where I ran in, because it's not far from the road that way. I think I brought Callie here. Yeah, I did. I brought Callie. Look at this. They did this. It's such an amazing thing. And remember, guys, I have to say this, because where's the Bigfoot? So remember, I'm not hearing anything. I haven't heard a squirrel. I haven't heard a bird. I'm not going to list all the different creatures, okay? But I haven't seen or heard one being of the forest today. I've heard birds earlier, but not here. Actually, when I first got to the Wallow, I did hear them. Look, just 2 random sticks laying there. Okay? They did it right there as well. And then they have the bend underneath it. Now, do you understand it's not snow load? You simpleton. Stop using your annoying. It is so annoying. Common sense. Bye. So let me show you what I'm doing. So something really amazing happened to us right here. Right around the corner. To me and Dan. The guy pushed a tree down as our truck was going down the road. Blatant. What is that? It's all of them. That's the top of a very special place. Think about sending the drone over there. Can I make it over there? That's a far one. I think so. I mean, it goes 4 miles, but I don't like to go 4 miles because... So they pushed the tree down right in front of us. For Dan. They love Dan. We had to stop the truck. I filmed it. It's on a video somewhere. And they're like, we got the most clear whistle ever. He was standing right on the side of the road in this crazy blind structure. It's a structure. Wow, these guys are big right here. Because I know because of that guy. They have these standalone spots. These guys will do it. They don't want me, I'm telling you. There's a nationwide alert out on Colorado Bigfoot. They figured out I got too much stuff. Just kill me then. What's the problem? Oh, yeah, this is good scale stuff here. This is the top of a gigantic, I don't know how many miles it goes that way downhill. Got great trails here. I'm expecting large scale only. Give me a second. It's so squatchy back here. See, I'm telling you, what you're seeing in a lot of cases are Bigfoot worlds, but they're incorporated with everybody. What happens here, in my opinion, is it's not them. It's just the big guys. That's why you don't see all the million different things. You just see like these giant, like one giant structure or one perfect leaner. Look at that, you guys. It's the straightest piece of wood in this forest, and they somehow got it. Really cool. This is good. This will be quick. Don't worry. Yeah, trident. Not only is it a trident, but it's been completely manipulated. It's almost impossible to find something like that. Look at that. When have you ever seen a trident with a loop? You've never. There's no way you could have, because I didn't. And since I founded tridents, well, I realized that they don't do anything without it. And if they don't have one, they'll make one. Look at this interesting place. See, let's see here. It just goes straight down. You can't go that way. You can't. It's impossible. Not with my neck, you can't. Not today. It's all big. I got big scale walking. I got wet feet. Look how wet that is. Guys, it snowed here 2 nights ago. Amazing, isn't it? The only place in this whole area, I'm talking the only one that doesn't have weeds. And it's right next to a giant leaning trident. Leaning, whatever you want to call it. They did this. This is their spot. He's huge, and he loves Dan for some reason. Dan, this is by the guy that pushed the tree over. In front of us, there's your white sticks. They've all been put off. There's your seat. Just some big dude sitting here by himself. No others, no nothing. This is the guy. You know, this is where I come at night. I want to go hang out with somebody at night. I come here. This guy will come right up to me. Well, you know, he'll let you know he's there. They'll be like right here. You'll be camping there. He'll be right here. You know, or then if you're laying down, they'll come right past you. And if they know you're asleep, then they'll walk an inch away from your head. Look at this. I've never even been close to here in the woods. I just know about it. Man, this guy does some funky stuff, doesn't he? The trident with the twist and all. Look at that giant trident, you guys. It's giant. This is the guy I need. Some big dude, you know? Like, I submit. Look at the trails. It's all from them. Bigfoot tree. See, there's no others. It's all big. This is my guy right here. Come on, buddy. He's probably sound asleep. He's like... The little third dimensional is like, man, you don't understand, there's a human. He's right in your spot. He's probably like, okay, that's nice, dear. It's just, I tell you, I could be wrong, but it's the feeling I get about this time of day. Look how cool this is, you guys. Look at the scale. So, look. Didn't grow there. There is no stump hole there. It looks like that is, but it's not. It's shadow. That one did come from there, but this one's on top of it, right? And then you got your two leaners. You can see it. You got to use your brain, okay? Not your common sense. Look at the trail. It goes right out. Okay? Some game, yeah. There's no doubt about it. Because I don't see any scat or anything, but it's real thin in it. To me, this is where they'd come through from the top. This is the only way out of here if you're a game animal. So they definitely come through here. It doesn't look too heavy though. I don't have any scat, so it's not a whole bunch of them. And it's also real high up, so I don't know how often they're actually up here. Maybe more in August when it's real hot below. This is when the spot kicks in. I'm still early up here, Bigfoot Universe and places like this. It's still early. It snowed here 2 days ago on their spot. Look at this. This is all they do in a giant... Wow, you guys, wait till you see this. I don't even think I can film it. The scale this is on is absurd. There's a new word for you. You happy? It's a giant, it's all through here. It's a giant scale. Okay, no weeds. Well, and then wait till you see the view from here. You guys, you won't even believe how many trees are to my right. See this? Look, here's where they're sitting. Look at the scale of that structure. They did it in a way where it's almost impossible to tell. Even though this one is a giant trident. See this one right here? It's literally a leaning trident. This one, which is connected to this one, is filled gold and being held up by an X. Okay, and then forget about the other stuff. There's some kind of teepee structure right there. See it back there? That's insanity. That's insanity. Everything's chopped up everywhere. Look under the structures. How it's only on the structures. Do you guys get it? It's only here. You ready for this? Watch this. It's impossible to have this many giant trees together. Birds coming in, that's good. If this wasn't good enough, okay? What I tell you about the big boys, especially the solo ones, the families of ones that are by themselves, you know what could be hurting me here is this. Because I have to go without my backpack, and I'm not carrying a gun. Not for them. I never carry a weapon for these creatures, ever. Just for whatever. Look at that. Not only is it, oh, look, check that out. So not only is it field golding the X. Look at all the walking down here. Holy giant Bigfoot world. It actually is an X itself. This is I'm showing you from their side. It's actually more pretty coming up here, which doesn't make any sense. Even for an unseen world being, that is treacherous down here. Treacherous. Look at this. By the way, keep in mind, none of these, hardly any of the trees come from where they're laying. And you got sideways. Look at the giant X down there. There's a spot right here. And then look. Wow. I know you're right here. There. Look, it's so stupid that you guys don't come out right now. I've told them, I'm like, listen, all you gotta do is just tell me, tell me whatever you want. I'll do whatever you want. Never show another video on YouTube again. Done. Never film again. Done. Show everything but this. Done. Whatever you want. 2 seconds. That's all they have to do is tell me. I won't fight it at all. I just want one of them to tell me. That's it. And obviously it's not that important, or they'd be sure I wasn't doing this. All he has to do is come over here, grab me, and throw me down the hill. He doesn't have to even kill me, and that would be enough. Like, okay. Look at this, you guys. You know, what are they thinking? I'm the only human that's ever been... Robin's like, have you ever been out there with bare feet? I'm like, Robin, Colorado Bigfoot's way too cool to have bare feet out here. I didn't say that, but... You see how that's a TV structure? What? Look at the 3. Like always, part of their language that meets together at the top. That's pretty cool. All these go in. Look how all of them go inside the tree. And I'll bet you there's a seat in there. Can you guys believe it's 50 degrees? It's 50. Okay, so look. Here's the other thing the big boys like. They got this spot so blatantly. Shotgun to this spot. Like, shotgun. Dibs on this spot. That's why. Want to see a UFO? Just sit here. They fly all through there because no one ever can see them. No one's ever looking, and they're always out there. I can't tell you how many times now I've caught one with my eyes and how much footage I have, and I'm like, he's right there, you guys, look at that. You know, I can't, it won't show up on the screen. Like I'm looking at the screen. I get home, it's like you can't, they got to be closer. Or it just, the camera will not pick them up. Look at that. Look at the one he actually, so you got the triples and the one that goes up. Not that exciting, but this is cool because these are the big boys. Let me see if I can get him making noise. And look, so you got your 3 that make a teepee structure there, 2 that make an incredible half a whatever you want to call it. Maybe, I don't know what that is. Look at the one on the side. I see that a lot too. Brandon, you showed that too. How they just have the stick. Usually it's completely sideways, and it probably used to be, but they just have like a stick up there. It happens all the time in places where a stick couldn't just be there. 2. This one's leaning uphill. 2 more. There's just 2s everywhere. In this case, it was 3 on the big one. Really, really cool. I'm happy with this. Sit right in here. Look at that. Like, it's impossible. None of these trees originated from here. And like I said, look at the spot and then look at the view. It's not something evil wants to do. It's something that it's a being that appreciates where it's at, that wants a view like that. And it's something I've filmed many, many times with the big boys, the ones that are in charge of that area. Always take the view if there's one. Now, if I put that big section there and I just did a 10-minute video in there. Whew. Walking out of there, it was brutal. So we come down. He hears us coming down. He knows it's us. He sees us. He comes right to here. He pushes the tree right across the street. Like right across. It just happened. Right? Me and Dan get out. All ears. The loudest whistle you've ever heard. And I can't remember. There's 2 spots. I think they're both his. There's one right there. He's literally in there. He wants to see Dan. Jen always says it's me. Mark, they wanted to see you. And I was like, and I always say, it's like in other words when Jen was with me, and then I say Dan. It's always Dan. They don't want to talk to me. They already know me too well. I'm old news, believe me, when I'm in a familiar place like this. This is real familiar to me and surrounding areas. Or it's there, so you can see the X right there. He was right in there. I haven't heard him there since, but I've seen all his new work, and they just sit there. And I have a feeling these guys, the other X, these guys are part of where I just was. I'm almost sure, to the best of my human capabilities, I'm sure. Nothing today. We had to drag the tree out of the way with a rope, and just enough to get by. And he just wanted to talk to us. It was one of the coolest times ever. I mean, why isn't that happening today? Why doesn't that always happen? It was to get me fired up and get me going doing this stuff. I always see structures down here that I never film. So check it out. I'm parked right there. I'm just on my way up. I just wanted to take a quick peek at this place, and there it is. Look at that. Right underneath it. This is actually a spot right here. There's a small little world right here. See, they have the decorative stump, the bend, and the most unbelievable X you've ever seen. And they kind of hid it a little bit. See how they do it behind the trees because they know humans won't notice it. Especially if they just add a tree. They'll never see it. Teepee structure. Little spot right here. Look at that one. X there. X there. So, what the hell is that? Remember, it's like Wolverines. They do the same sounds. Do you really think they're going to communicate each other with the sound that you're going to think is them? You guys, I got to be honest with you. Not that I lie to you ever, but I am really having trouble with people. I haven't had any confrontations, but just looking around at the earth. How pathetic we are. How dumb we are. You know, people get offended because they don't think that they are. You know, but that's if you're offended, you're probably one of the dumb ones. It doesn't mean you were dumb in school. It just means you don't have a f***ing clue.